Welcome back to Tonight at 8. Now for an NDTV special report. Our colleague Sudhiranjan Sen travelled to the line of actual control between India and China, where very little has changed on the ground since 1962, unlike the other side of the border.
The road to Rizangla, the scene of a fierce battle between India and China in 1962, remains remote and underdeveloped.
About 114 men of the Indian Army made their supreme sacrifice. The Chinese army, who attacked in waves, lost about 300. In the last 50 years, China has emerged as a superpower. Its military intentions are not clear. India have had about 11 prime ministers, but not much seems to have changed on the ground.
In Ladakh, key strategic roads are non-existent. There is not a single tree, let alone a forest. Yet, this is a cold forest reserve sanctuary. A request from the Defence Ministry to consult it before declaring any area along the border a reserve forest has been ignored. The result, a 109-kilometre flat stretch from Loma to Demchok took us over 3 hours. While dirt tracks pass off as roads here on the other side, China has 2-lane metal roads right up to the border. India is now trying to catch up. Away from the Chinese glare, a road is being built between two mountain ranges from Loma to Chushul. And the Neoma Advanced Landing Ground, barely 25 kilometers from the border, is now being readied as a full-fledged airfield to handle both heavy transport and fighter planes in the next 2 years. The upgrade is critical as 3 other advanced landing grounds, Phukche, Chushul and Daulat Beg Oldi, are under direct enemy observation. But in contrast, China has 5 functional airfields at Yarkand, Kasgar, Korla, Koemo, Hotan and Garzdong, all within 40 kilometers of the border.
It is basically a capacity which they are building, and but that, while being ostensibly civilian, has a military use. Anything can have a military use, and it is that military use, that likely military use of that civil infrastructure that we watch, and look at what is the capability he has got.
It is not just the army. The local people too are unhappy with the government.
वो लोग बोलते हैं सब जब उनके वहाँ पे जो पक्का रोड बन रहा है, ऐसे गाड़ी चल रहा है, बास के ट्रांसपोर्ट जो डेली चल रहे हैं, वहाँ पर टीवी का स्टेशन लगे हैं और मोबाइल टावर लगे हैं, तो हमारे इधर क्यों नहीं लग रहा है?
There is a saying in these parts which says that the land is so barren and the passes so high that only your best friend or your fiercest enemy would want to visit you. But with mud tracks such as these passing off as roads, your friend might take a long time to reach you, making the job of the enemy much easier.
From Leh, with camera person Xavier Thomas, Sudhiranjan Sen for NDTV.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone, fastest scorecard, special analysis and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.